Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Oregon Ducks offense takes the field. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good.
He's going for it all. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Off the play fake on first down. Got a man. It's Green. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Behind the chains now on second and long. That's a really nice job by this defense maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Moore will throw. With the catch, it's Casper. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking for room. It's Brock. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Illinois' offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled.
There he goes. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Looking downfield, it's Petty. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There's nowhere to go.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying play action. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Ducks decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quick spin on the run. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
More to the air. Right down the middle. And his throw is incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Under pressure and down he goes at the 33.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Petty. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. Looking for a crease. It's Rock. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Petty. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to... Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. RPO complete to open the drive. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. He's going to fire deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on, but making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Breaks into the open. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Moore will throw. Punts it out of the air. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Illinois offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was all me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior to gain on the completion.
Tackles live to fight another down.
He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Offense working from the pistol. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Petty. Bringing the heat. He'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The catch in the middle. It's Epps. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Ducks will call on their punt team. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking to throw, it's Petty. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Secures it at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Hill. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll field the punt and take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Turning it on! Made a defender miss. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Good run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's dropped. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Moore to the air. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salaam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 14 to Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? Oh, he's got some space. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Back to throw. It's Petty. He's going to run it. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And he just does enough to get that first down. It wasn't pretty. It's not going to look great on the stat sheet. I know he ran a very long way to go get that 1 or 2 yards to move the sticks, but at the end of the day, awesome individual effort to keep this drive going.
He stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Handoff to the single back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They were able to do whatever they wanted the last time they had it. They put together some runs, they completed some passes, and they put a touchdown on the board. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Under fire. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Caught behind the line. It's Davison. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Quick catch on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Ducks line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. The toss sweep to the right. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal blocking back.
So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. It'll be 3rd and long. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Casper. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Illinois offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand. Lofts one deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Petty. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding.
Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. Handoff from the gun. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Still looking on the move. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
A little screen to the running back. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Lots of good stuff. Play, you slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
They'll send the back in motion. Moore will throw. With the catch, it's Moore. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Power football with the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds?
They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Nice job. And a little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
That stiff arm got him a little space, but he'll be knocked down at the 11. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Back to throw, it's Petty. Steps away. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Under fire. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Illini.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Moore to the air. The quick out. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to... Man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The play fake. Here's a hit. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Gets it away. Solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Moore will throw. Makes the catch. It's blocked. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He's moving out of the pocket. At midfield, he's got room. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
Underheat, he gets rid of it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
Ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Petty. Pocket breaking down. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moore to the air. Forced out of the pocket. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.